Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we are solving the practical number 9. The following information is given of the Vishnu Limited. This company's business is purchased by Shiv Limited. You are required to value the goodwill on the basis of 2 years of purchase of the super profit of the company. Preference share, equity share, reserves, current liability, provision of taxation and depreciation fund on an asset is given. The director of the Vishnu Limited, 2 in the number, are appointed on the board of the director of the Shiv Limited. The worth of their service is 5,000 per annum each of the 2 directors, but no charge has been made regarding this against the profit of the Vishnu Limited. Total profit of the last 4 years before providing a income tax 50%. Here it's before. It's 28,40,000. Expected rate is 8%. Risk engaged in the business is 2%. Total asset of the company were introduced as fixed asset 70%, current asset 20%, investment 5%, including 50% of the non-trading investment, fictitious asset 5% on a total asset. The market value of the fixed asset was 10% more than its book value, and the current asset were valued at 10,000. Fictitious assets are overvalued by 5,000, and the rate of interest on investment is 10% and interest is taxable. Here we don't have a asset value, fixed asset, current asset and investment. Each and every element of the asset side we don't have an amount. So first we have to find out the asset value. For that, first we are making a balance sheet. Out of that we find the value of the fixed asset, current asset, investment and fictitious asset, and then we start the valuation of goodwill, right? So let's start. Liabilities are given. So first, equity share capital 10 lakh, 10% of preference share, reserve and surplus, current liability, provision of tax, 50,000 and depreciation fund 50,000, right? We don't have a asset side, so first we have to total 10 lakh plus 3 lakh plus 1 lakh plus 1 lakh plus 1. Total is 16 lakh. As we all know, the asset side and the liability side should be equal all the time. So 60 lakh. So total asset will be 16 lakh and percentage is given. So fixed asset is 70% of the total asset. So write down fixed asset 70%. 16 lakh into 70%. So 11 lakh 20,000. Then current asset 20%. So 3 lakh 20,000. Investment in a bifurcation, trading and non-trading. Trading investment and non-trading investment. Right? So 16 lakh into 5%, 80,000. Out of 50% is non-trading. So 40,000 trading and 40,000 non-trading, right? Then fictitious asset 5%, that means 80,000. Now we have all the information about the asset and liability, right? Now we are starting with the sum. We have to calculate the goodwill of the 2 years of purchase of super profit method. So for the super profit method, step number 1 is capital employed. Step 1, capital employed. For the capital employed, first we have to find out total asset, right? So let's total it out. Fixed asset. The market value of the fixed asset was 10% more than its book value. So book value is 11,20,000 minus depreciation of fund 50,000. So it's a 1,70,000, and then we have to add 10%. So we have fixed asset will be 11,77,000. Again I am repeating, fixed asset is 11,20,000 minus depreciation of fund, and then market value is a 10% more than its book value. Then we have to add a 10% more. So we get 11,77,000. Now current asset. Current assets are overvalued by 10,000. Current asset overvalued by 10,000, right? So here our current asset is 3,20,000. That is overvalued. So we have to deduct that. So 3,20,000 minus 10,000. We get 3,10,000, right? Current asset. Now investment. Out of that, we have to consider only trading investment. So trading investment is 40,000. Fictitious assets are not taken into the consideration, right? Then total asset will be 15,27,000. Now we are calculating total liability. Total liability, current liability 1 lakh and provision of tax 50,000. So 1,50,000. Total liability will be 1,50,000. Now capital employed is equals to total asset minus total liability. Total asset is 15,27,000 minus 1,50,000. We get net asset is equals to 15,27,000 minus 1,50,000. 13,77,000. Then we have to deduct preference share capital. Preference share capital is given 3 lakh. So capital employed is equals to 10,77,000. Right? Now step number 2. Step number 2 is equals to expected profit is equals to capital employed into rate of return. So capital employed is 10,77,000. Rate of expected rate is given 8% and risk return is given at 2%. So 8% plus 2%. Actually it's a 10%. 8 plus 2. Right? So we get expected profit will be 1,07,700. Now step number 3. Step number 3 is average profit. Profit is given. Last 4 years profit before providing tax is already given. Total is given. Total of the last 4 years. So average profit is given. Total profit is equals to 28,40,000 and number of years is 4. So average profit is equals to 28,40,000 divided by 4. Average profit is equals to 7,10,000, right? Less first interest on investment. Interest on a non-trading investment. Non-trading investment was a 40,000. Percentage is given. Yes, rate of interest on investment is a 10%. So 40,000 into 10%. 4,000. So 7,06,000 less. Director's fee. Director's remuneration or fee. Director's remuneration is given 5,000 per annum for 2 directors. So 5,000 into 5,000 into 2, we get 10,000. We get 6,96,000. Right? Now we have to deduct tax. Minus tax rate is 50%. So 6,96,000 50%. It will come 3,48,000 profit after tax. Then we have to deduct minus preference dividend. Preference share is given 10%. So 3 lakh into 10%, 30,000. Average profit is 3,18,000. So average profit is equals to 3,18,000. Right? Now step number 4. Super profit is equals to average profit minus expected profit. 3,18,000 minus 1,07,700. We get a super profit. Then step number 5. Goodwill is equals to super profit into number of years. So 2,10,300 into number of years purchase is 2. So we get 2,10,000 into 2,10,300 into 2, 4,20,600. Goodwill. Now we are solving the sum number 23. The balance sheet of the Radha Limited on the 31st March 2007. The liability and asset information is given. The additional information: the Gopi Company Limited wanted to purchase the business. Considering the following information, calculation of goodwill. First is market value of the land and building is twice than its book value. Machinery required 20% depreciation. Stock include useless item of rupees 20,000 having a no scrap value. All the debtors are solvent. the profit of the company before providing income tax 50% last 3 years is given. Calculate on the basis of the weightage average. 2004, 5, 5, 6 and 6, 7 profit is given. Expected rate of return is 10% and goodwill to be valued at a 3 years purchase of the super profit basis. Let's start practical number 23. What is the step number 1? Step number 1 is equals to capital employed. For that, first we have to find out the total assets. First is goodwill. So we have not taken an intangible asset. So then land and building. Land and building. Land and building 3,40,000. Depreciation of the fund is also given. So 3,40,000. minus 40,000 depreciation fund is given on the liability side, right? Now the adjustment is given, the market value of the land and building is twice than its book value. So into 2, land and building will be 6 lakh. Now next, Machinery is given 4,25,000. 4,25,000. On the liability side, depreciation fund on the machinery is given 25,000. So minus 25,000, we get 4 lakh. And additional information is given. The machinery required 20% depreciation. So we have to deduct the depreciation, additional 20% depreciation also. So into 20% depreciation. 80,000, 4 lakh minus 80,000, we get 3,20,000. Understood? So machinery value will be 3,20,000. Then investment. Investment is first is 10% provident fund investment. It's a trading investment. So we have to write down 10% PF investment, 30,000. Now 10% debenture redemption fund, that also a trading debenture redemption fund, 45,000. Then Mira Limited of the 15%. So it's a non-trading investment. So we cannot include that. Move for the stock 1,50,000 and additional information is given that the 20,000 certain value of the stock included, that is a useless. So useless of rupees 20,000. So we have to deduct from the stock. So 1,50,000 minus 20,000. It will come 1,30,000. Then debtors 90,000 minus 5,000. 85,000 is given, but in additional information is given that all the debtors are solvent. That means we not required a bad debt reserve. We do not require a bad debt reserve. So we taken into consideration that debtors will be 90,000. All the debtors are solvent or efficient to pay back. So we have no require for the bad debt reserve. So we have deduct the bad debt reserve. So as it is, we get a debtors of rupees 90,000. Then cash and bank 40,000. Prepaid expense 15,000. Let's total the asset. 6 lakh plus 3,20,000, 30, 45,000, 1,30,000, 90,000, 40,000 and 15, 12,70,000. Now on the liability side, First is preference share, equity shares, security premium, profit and loss, general reserve, that all are not outside liability, right? Then workers accident compensation fund, it is also not an outside liability. Then dividend equalization fund, that is also not considered. Then debenture redemption fund, that also not included. Now 10% of debentures, so we have write down 10% debenture, rupees 1 lakh. Workers profit sharing fund is consider sharing fund 20,000, creditors 85,000 and provident fund 30,000. So 1 lakh plus 20,000 plus 85,000 plus 30,000, 2,35,000. In the list of the asset and liability, what is to be included and what should not be included, I have discussed many times in the each and every sum, or I have to explain a various notes. So be careful while considering the total asset, what to include and what not to be included, right? Now net asset is equals to total asset minus total liability, 12,70,000 minus 2,35,000. Net asset will be 10,35,000. Deduct preference share capital. Preference share capital is 1,50,000, and here proposed dividend is also given, so we have deduct a proposed dividend also. So proposed dividend 18,000. So 10,35,000 minus 1,50,000 minus 18,000, 8,67,000. Capital employed will be 8,67,000. Now step number 2. Expected profit is equals to 8,67,000 into rate is given 10%. So step number 3. Average profit year's profit is given here 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 2,50,000, 5,50,000 and 8 lakh. Weightage is 1, 2, 3 as they are increasing every year. Average profit will be 6,25,000. Then we have to deduct interest on non-trading investment. So face value is 15,000. Always remember, while calculating interest on a non-trading investment, always calculate on the face value. So 50,000 into 15%, 7,500. So we get 16,70,500 interest on investment. Then we have to deduct tax 50%, 308,750, 308,750. Then preference dividend. In earlier in step 1 we have deduct also preference dividend, but that was a proposed dividend, right? So here we have deduct the preference dividend for the current year. So 1,50,000 into 12%, same 18,000. We get average profit is 3,08,750 minus 18,000. So we get 2,90,750 average profit, right? So step number 4, super profit is equals to average profit minus expected profit. 2,90,750 minus 86,700. (204050). 2,04,050. Now last step, step number 5, goodwill. Goodwill is equals to super profit into number of years. 204050 into number of year purchases. So goodwill came 6,12,150. Understood?